The helicopter could only carry one. Ethan forced Sophia into the pilot's seat and jumped out. "Run, Sophia!" he yelled, tears streaming. She flew away as the blast wave engulfed Ethan. The lab was obliterated, and TARPA's plan to control time was ruined. Ethan Hunter sat in a cell at Riverside Facility, a high-security prison near Washington, D.C. His execution by hanging was scheduled for the next morning. Ethan, a 32-year-old former Marine, had lost his best friend Mark Wilson in a terrorist attack in Iraq. The trauma left him with PTSD. 3 years ago, in a Seattle bar fight, he killed Jack Collin. Ethan claimed Jack attacked him with a knife, but the court, lacking evidence, convicted him of murder. Now, on his final night, regret, grief, and a strange hope flickered in his heart. Maybe a miracle would save him. At 9 November 1 a.m., the cell's metal door creaked open. Dr. Emilia Clark, a scientist from TARPA, Temporal Advanced Research and Protection Agency, entered with 2 armed guards. Her face held a cold smile, her eyes intense. "Ethan, we're offering you a chance," she said. "Complete a mission, and you'll be free." The mission was in Blackwoods Forest, Washington, where TARPA's secret lab, Project CHRONOS, had vanished. The lab worked on technology to manipulate time. Ethan's task was to retrieve the CHRONOS CORE, a device that could open time portals. Dr. Clark explained he was chosen for his military training, survival skills, and because as a death row inmate, he was expendable. TARPA could lose him without consequence. She revealed the CHRONOS CORE could only be activated by Ethan's DNA, obtained from an old military test. Ethan saw this as his last shot at freedom, but doubted TARPA would let him live. In the dead of night, a Black Hawk helicopter dropped him at the edge of Blackwoods. The air carried pine and a strange metallic odor. Ethan held a digital device with a lab map and a 7-day countdown timer. If he didn't reach the lab in time, the device would shut off, leaving him stranded. Dr. Clark gave him a laser rifle, a dagger, and a comms device. As he entered the forest, Ethan heard odd sounds, cracking branches and distant metallic clanks. He readied his rifle. Suddenly, a large creature with gleaming metallic skin and glowing red eyes attacked. Ethan fired, but its armored body absorbed the shots. He dove behind a tree and the creature vanished into the darkness. In the struggle, his map device fell and shattered. Alone but determined, Ethan vowed to fight for his freedom, no matter what horrors the forest held. Ethan spent the night under a massive pine tree. The cold air bit his skin, and the forest's sounds, strange bird cries, rustling branches, kept him awake. Memories of Iraq flooded back. The day Mark died in a bomb blast, Ethan couldn't save him, and that guilt turned him to drinking and violence. He wondered if he hadn't killed Jack Collins, his life might be different. Local tribal stories about Blackwoods, the cursed forest where people vanished, echoed in his mind. He suspected TARPA was hiding the forest's secrets. At dawn, Ethan headed toward the lab. He found a small stream with unnaturally blue water, as if mixed with chemicals. Pulling his hand from the water, he found a small metallic disc engraved with strange symbols. Thinking it might be important, he pocketed it. Moving on, he heard a woman scream. Rushing forward, he saw Sophia Reynolds trapped in a metallic web spun by a giant spider-like robot. Sophia, a 28-year-old environmental scientist from Seattle, was researching Blackwood's ecological impact, but was coerced into a secret TARPA mission. Her parents were threatened if she didn't comply. Ethan fired his laser rifle at the robot. The fight was brutal. The robot's metal claws slashed his arm, but a precise shot destroyed its control panel, freeing Sophia. She revealed Blackwoods was the result of a failed TARPA experiment to control time, creating dangerous metallic creatures. Ethan and Sophia decided to team up. At night, they saw a strange light descend from the sky. A small spacecraft landing in the forest. Shadowy metallic figures with glowing red eyes emerged. Sophia whispered they were CHRONOS guards, built to protect the lab. Ethan sensed TARPA was hiding something bigger. A question gnawed at him. Would he survive this mission? Ethan and Sophia tried to approach the spacecraft, but a loud explosion rocked the forest. 3 CHRONOS guards, their metallic bodies glinting, advanced. Their laser weapons sliced the air. Ethan pushed Sophia behind a boulder and fired his rifle, destroying one guard's head. Another slashed his chest, drawing blood. Sophia threw an electromagnetic grenade, briefly disabling a guard. They barely escaped, hiding in dense bushes. In the bushes, Sophia bandaged Ethan's wound. She explained the disc was a CHRONOS key that could unlock the lab, but needed a code from inside. She admitted TARPA sent her to ensure Ethan used the key, as her identity wasn't registered in the lab system. Ethan grew suspicious, but decided to work with her. He couldn't reach the lab alone. At night, they faced a new enemy, a group of human-like figures with mechanical movements. They were TARPA scientists, turned half-machine by CHRONOS tech. Ethan attacked one, but its skin was hard as metal. Sophia's electromagnetic grenade disabled their control systems temporarily. Ethan used his dagger to remove a scientist's control chip, causing it to collapse. Sophia said the scientists were controlled from the lab. Ethan resolved to uncover the lab's secrets, but he didn't fully trust Sophia. The next morning, Ethan and Sophia reached an old structure, the lab's outer door. The forest felt more dangerous. The air reeked of metal, and shadows seemed to stalk them. Ethan inserted the CHRONOS key into the door's panel. Suddenly, a massive CHRONOS guard with metallic tendrils attacked. Ethan shot at its joints while Sophia threw an explosive grenade. The guard was destroyed and the blast partially opened the door. Inside was a dark corridor with glowing blue walls. Ethan asked what TARPA wanted with the tech. Sophia revealed TARPA aimed to bend time to refight past wars, eliminate enemies before they rose, and dominate the world. Then she confessed she was a TARPA spy, ordered to kill Ethan once the lab was opened. Furious, Ethan was about to respond when another CHRONOS guard attacked. Ethan fought it off, saving both himself and Sophia, and they entered the lab. Sophia's eyes showed regret. Ethan gave her another chance, but no longer trusted her. Inside the lab, Sophia felt uneasy, but said nothing and approached an old computer. She activated it and found a message from Dr. Clark to the CHRONOS guards. Once Sophia and Ethan retrieve the device, kill them immediately and deliver it to me. The CHRONOS core emitted a blue glow. Ethan moved toward its control panel, but Sophia struck his arm and drew her dagger. "You won't deliver it to TARPA," she said angrily. Ethan grabbed his rifle, disarming her in a fierce struggle. Sophia stabbed his side, but he pinned her down. "What's this madness, Sophia?" he shouted, sobbing. She revealed TARPA planned to kill them both after the mission to erase evidence. Ethan didn't believe her until she showed him Clark's message on the computer. Convinced, they vowed to destroy the CHRONOS core to foil TARPA's plan and save themselves and the world. As they planned, 10 armed TARPA agents burst in. Ethan shot 2 while Sophia disarmed another. Lasers grazed Ethan's shoulder. Sophia threw a smoke grenade and they hid behind the machine. Dr. Clark's voice boomed over speakers. "You can't escape," Ethan whispered to Sophia. "We need a plan, now." Ethan and Sophia devised a plan to destroy the CHRONOS core. Sophia searched the control panel for the self-destruct code, while Ethan guarded the doors. A massive robot with bladed arms and red laser eyes entered. Ethan's rifle was useless against its armor. Sophia's electric shock grenade disrupted it, and Ethan stabbed its control core, bringing it down. Sophia worked on the code as Dr. Clark's hologram reappeared. "You can't destroy my creation," she taunted. "I've set a new trap." A blue circle glowed on the floor, pulling Ethan toward it. Sophia tried to grab him, but a force dragged him into a strange place with transparent walls and flowing time. A past version of the lab, blurry and disorienting. Clark's voice echoed. "You're trapped forever, Ethan. Unfazed, Ethan activated the small CHRONOS device he'd kept. A crack formed in the circle, and he fell back into the hall. Sophia sighed in relief, but time was short. More agents approached, and the CHRONOS core hummed ominously. The lab shook as the CHRONOS core's energy surged. Sophia completed the self-destruct code, giving them 10 minutes to escape. They ran toward a helicopter, but a TARPA agent fired a laser. Ethan tackled him, seizing his gun. Sophia stopped another with her dagger. They reached the helicopter, but a massive explosion erupted. The CHRONOS core was destroyed, shaking the chopper. The helicopter could only carry one. Ethan forced Sophia into the pilot's seat and jumped out. "Run, Sophia!" he yelled, tears streaming. She flew away as the blast wave engulfed Ethan. The lab was obliterated, and TARPA's plan to control time was ruined. Sophia escaped the forest, deciding to hide in an Antarctic camp. But she worried. Was Ethan truly gone? In an icy Antarctic camp, Sophia hid from TARPA, grieving Ethan's loss. One night, during a blizzard, a shadow knocked at the door. It was Ethan. Shocked, Sophia hugged him. He explained he'd used the CHRONOS key to open a portal during the blast, teleporting to a hidden lab section. There, he stole a small spacecraft to reach Antarctica. Ethan declared he wanted freedom from TARPA forever. Sophia apologized, promising they'd start anew together. Though TARPA's plan was destroyed, danger lingered. They vowed to stand together, never backing down. In the snowy landscape, they looked to a future filled with both freedom and risks. So that's Ethan's story, the ultimate underdog hero who saved the world from the curse of TARPA.
If you love this story, drop a comment, hit like, share and subscribe. And if you got another mystery for us to spin into a story, let us know in the comment section. Until then, goodbye and take care, my dear friends.